What's going on, you guys? This is Battle 24 here, and welcome to Katawa Shoujo. Now, this is a game that I've been wanting to stream for a long time, for a really long time, and I never had the chance to do it until now. It's a birthday stream, and I figured, why the fuck not play the game that I wanted to play for all these years. I have a special guest with me, though, so instead of telling you about her and introducing her myself, I'll let her introduce herself, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself, tell a little bit about yourself.
Okay, everyone, and welcome to Bat Out of Hell's 2024's birthday stream. My name is Illy, and Bats and I have been collaborating pretty much since my channel was born. I've been streaming since January of 2020, and here we are in November. It's been almost a fucking year, man.
Yeah, beginning of the year. Also, can I just say that January feels so long away because of everything that's happening in the world?
I know, right?
Like, Jesus fuck. January felt like it was, like, years ago. My god.
Like, I feel you, dude. Like, I remember, no bullshit, I remember when I first joined the Doki Doki modding community and encountered you and was like, holy shit. Is that Bats? That's Bat Out of Hell 24. Oh my god, should I talk to him? Fuck. Like, do you think he'll talk to me?
And now here we are, just like casually doing.
Yeah, like
it's crazy.
It's wild. Like you had a little bit of star power for me when I first hit the scene. So like this shit is fucking mad, bro.
Yeah. But anyway, we're doing Katawa Shoujo. This is a game that I wanted to do for a long time. Of course, we talked over who's voicing who. Illy's gonna be doing Kenji and all the girls, and I'll be doing the rest of the characters and whatever there is there. Alright,
Yep.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started.
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
Oh fuck. My bad.
Oh. Nice.
My bad.
Already off to a good start. Hell yeah.
Shit.
Anyway, a light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in this cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. Ah yes, the note slept between the pages of my mathbook while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. The slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone's approaching me from behind.
Sal? You came.
A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than an eavesdrop to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. There we go. Iwanoko? I got a note telling me to wait here.
Iwanako.
Iwanako?
Yeah.
Okay, so, Iwanako? I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic. Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes, Via.
Yes. I asked a friend to give you that note. I'm so glad you got it.
A shy, dry smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. Oh boy. My heart's pounding now as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. I know the love interest now. That's...
Are you sure?
I mean, that's what it seems like, but you saying that, I'm not so sure now. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music to my ears. Iwanoko flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rises herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine as she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. Also, I do have to say this now. Sorry for the way that this is being recorded. I tried to do this on my own, like with Illy connecting to my computer, but my computer can handle it, so this is the best way that I can do this. Connecting to her computer and her playing the game through that, so I can stream what's happening. Sorry for that,
do
but...
what works, you know?
Yep, it works, so, yeah, let's go with it. My throat is tight. I doubt I can even puzzle a word out if I tried.
You see, I wanted to know
Oh.
if you'd go out with me.
I stand there, motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point.
That's a wonderful idea.
Who followed? Whoever that was, thank you for the follow. Let me see if I can find out who that follow was. Who followed? Lappy! Thank you for the follow, my dude. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're doing Katawa Shoujo today, because it's my birthday. I reach up to try to massage my throat, but there's only some spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Yourself?
My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
Yourself?
The beating in my chest suddenly stops and I go weak at the knees. Yeah, that was my Flowey follower alert. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull with the sky, Iwanoko ran towards me, all these fade to black. The last things that I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanoko screaming for help and the incessant clatter of the branches above. Does he have like a heart problem? Oh shit, I think he does. This bitch just had a fucking stroke. So this is the beginning. We're in the fucking hospital. I like the art. The art's really good. Also, yeah, sorry for the flywheel being loud. Don't know how to turn that down. Maybe I can, like, turn down the desktop audio in OBS. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Oh yeah, heart attack. So that's what it was. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I've left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is a pretty long time when you all fill in with your thoughts, so I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. Isn't that like an irregular heartbeat?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like an irregular heartbeat, yeah. Oh, whoever that was, thank you for the host. I think that was a host. But yeah, thank you for the host. A strange word, a foreign alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition. It causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Was that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had 2 hemorrhages apiece. I already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell a house in order to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because the late discovery of this condition, I had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the outworlders began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanoko was the last to stop visiting. Why is this guy so emo? He gets food every day and can just chill in a bed all day. I mean, yeah.
Dude, you're gonna get used to this from Hisao. Hisao is just a little bit edgy.
Yeah, he's edgy. Iwanoko was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We'd never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I like to live in. Doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess because they are in a hurry and they have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel comfortable. For the first month or so, I'd ask the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate on when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So, I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest, slowly changed the appearance of a time, thinking of it as some kind of an omen. Also, Ellie, if you want to pull up my chat, you can to read chat as well.
I can't, like, literally do anything else on my computer right now because it's full screened, and if I try to fuck with it, it's gonna screw with you.
Oh, yeah, but Lost John said Hisao is precious.
Anyway,
Anyway, continue. I finished that line. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the...
Sorry.
I didn't get to read that. Oh well.
Yeah, Vina is over my shoulder, and she, like, is making me nervous, so...
Hi, Via.
Bat says hi.
Happy birthday, Batty.
Thank you, Via. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why. I just did. Alright, anyway.
Come on.
Maybe it was just the wrong kind of escapism from my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, though it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling negative without a book in my hands. But I love the stories. That was what my life was like. The days would get increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. Hell, a week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes I had positive realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book will start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness of my chest will become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. Yo, what that was, thank you for the follow, host, whatever that was. Do I have alerts on screen? No, I do not. Frick. I do not have alerts on screen. Why do I not have alerts on screen? God damn it. That should be good. There we go. But that only happened rarely. And I couldn't even cry. So alerts are now on screen. Hopefully you guys can see the alerts now that they're on screen. Today, the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. Also, sorry if my, donation link in my bio is different. It says Stream Elements. I tried something new by switching to Stream Elements and it didn't work. So if you donate, it's unfortunately not going to show up on stream. But yeah, I just want to say that right now. It will not show up on stream if you donate. So sorry about that. Also, hey Bum, what's going on? My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. This must be some kind of a special occasion. It's not a party. But everything else is going to show up on stream, like subs, bits, whatever you do will show up on stream. So, that's good. There's this ritual that head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers and setting those aside if you make a point in the pointless is what you just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Bun. Hello, Katawa. How are you today? I don't answer him, but I smile a little, back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart's stronger now. With some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give you father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from the sand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the Reaper seems insurmountable. They all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosages listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it. Attempting to only make me feel sicker. All of this for the rest of my life?
Shit. Sorry.
No, I got it.
Okay.
I'm afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, new medication is always being developed, so I won't be surprised to see that list fade over the years. Jeez, what kind of confidence boost was that? I'd feel better if he hadn't said anything at all. Shit, I forgot to give you my follow. Unfortunately, I gotta go to the doctor's appointment, so I gotta go AFK for now also, but I'll do my best to be back soon. Okay, see you, Rick. Hopefully you have a good doctor's appointment, and I'll see you later. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to the school. Okay, that's still loud. Why is my alert still loud? What? Okay, what?
Sorry,
Please.
I thought you were saying what to me, and I'm like, what?
No, you're fine. Please, calm down yourself. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? What you said yourself you knew full well that I won't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Also, yeah, that's my, follower alert button. That is my follower alert. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and it's only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping the help nearby. Independence is a school for disabled kids. Don't try to discuss it. Don't try to discuss that fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff and you wouldn't make a hospital be nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'll like it. Looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamned opportunity. Well, you should be excited the chance to go back to school. How many of you want to go to school? Well, it's not the same one. Special school, that's... an insult, that's what I want to say. To step down, it's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was happening, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I've always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reacting on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell at something now. Something about how I can just go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact that I know now it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all of this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. 2020 in a nutshell, yes.
Right.
Exactly. 2020 in a nutshell.
Yep.
It fucking sucks. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That's all I can think to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. A fresh start. My life isn't over. It'd be a mistake to just found something that, at the very least, try to see what a new life would look like. New school, new life, who dis? Act 1, life expectancy. Good name for an act. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. I like the music. This is very good music.
Yes. No, you will discover over time, the further you get into this, the soundtrack is second to none.
Because right now I'm getting a whole lot of like Legend of Zelda vibes from this.
It's, oh god, like
the way that it is, I just get tons of Legend of Zelda vibes from this soundtrack alone. Like this song.
You'll get a lot of like reference, just.
I'm guessing a lot of the OC is inspired by the things. Can't say.
I don't want to fuck anything up, but the bottom line is, yes, this soundtrack, this visual novel, everything about it is amazing. There's a reason that I wanted to be here for this.
Yeah. And I know that. Also, I do have to say this right now. I do not have a dedicated spoilers channel on my Discord, but I do. If you look down below, there should be a link to my Discord server. And I do have a spoilers channel, albeit it is a Doki Doki spoilers channel. But I'm allowing you guys to use that channel if you want to talk about the game and any spoilers and talking about my reaction to certain things that will be coming up. Of course, you don't have to label them as spoilers, like use that spoiler tag in Discord, but it's there if you want to use it. Go down below, go into my Discord, and then you can talk in that spoiler channel. What you doing, Illy?
Turning things down. It's everything's really overwhelming, and I just can't take it anymore.
But yeah, if you scroll down, there should be a link to my Discord, and you can join it. And use that spoiler channel to your advantage by talking about the game and spoilers and what you think the ending that I'm gonna get is. Because Illy has an idea of what she thinks the ending I'll get is. Right, Illy?
Same one I did. Best one in the game.
Yep, Illy thinks that I'm gonna get the same one that she did. I don't know what ending she got, but I'm assuming it's gonna be a good game. I'm assuming it's gonna be a good ending. If I get it. But yeah, also, this is gonna be blind. I'm not gonna do any routes in this stream. I'm just gonna play blind, choose whatever I want, and get an ending. And then once we finish this blind playthrough, I'll go back and do the routes. So
yeah, because that's exactly what I did. I did my blind playthrough, and then I did each route.
As of right now, this is me a blind playthrough. Also, hello, Freddy Z Gamer. What's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. We're doing Katawa Shoujo because it's my birthday. Yeah. Anyway, red bricks, black wrought iron, and gray plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace I felt sufficiently good. Hold on. Moving forward feels good. Ban that dude. Yo, what the fuck? Why are there all these bots saying, want to become famous? God damn, all these bots saying, want to become famous? Go to this website. No, I won't use a website. I'd rather get followers legit. Thank you very much. So I walk towards the main building of Yamako Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, and my parents are taking stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. Yeah, 3 bots in a row. What the fuck? Anyway, continue. The grounds are incredibly lush, full with green. Doesn't feel like the kind of grounds the school would have. More like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all the park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay reminded now, it's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. Here, I'll just type my Discord server into the chat now so that anyone in chat can join my Discord server and use the dedicated spoiler channel to talk about the game if they've played it. So that should be my Discord server. Hold on. Alright. Anyway, let's continue. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. Also, that should be the link to my Discord server. Hopefully it works. If anyone can get into my server through that link. It's Uncanny Valley, even though I was told this is my new school. And the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of the school for it disabled. How's my B-Day going? It's going well. It's going pretty well. We are leaving for dinner at around 4:35 to get to, the restaurant early. Because they don't do reservations, so we just have to get there early. Because I think they're doing, like, the limited capacity thing. So we want to make sure that we get there and get in. So we're leaving at around 4:35, so, this will be a long, part, but, we won't be finishing my blend playthrough in this stream, so, tomorrow we'll finish it. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. Maybe wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hung with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes you think about hospitals again, how they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a common color. Also, Illy, do you want my Discord link so that you can talk in the World's chat as well? I will send you...
I mean, right now I really can't because my computer's kind of occupied, but...
Yeah, I'll send you the link in Discord DM so that you can join it and then talk later with Loth John because he's in that server as well. And he's played Katawa Shoujo as well.
Cool.
So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Only after I sat and found the haughty main building, I surprised myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. Oh boy, is my internet? What's happening with my internet?
Yeah, I think your internet's having an issue.
My internet's blipping a tiny bit. Hopefully it's all good now, but my internet's blipping a tiny bit. It was the last chance I had to turn back if I had no life I could return to. But still, after editing, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. I just have my OBS down there so that you guys can see the stats of the stream and see if I'm dropping any frames, so that I can see if I'm dropping any frames. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door. A tall man with bad posture noticed me as I entered. More than the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Tall man. You must be Nikki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom science teacher. My name is Muto. Or Mutao, however you say it.
Muto.
Muto.
And I really like your voice for him. It's good.
Thank you. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what was waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost missed what the teacher's saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to this class?
Your first choice.
Oh boy, my first choice. So, we could go why.
This one matters, by the way.
This one matters? This one matters? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Pretty much, like, all of them except for a very small handful. They all matter.
Okay, so do you want to introduce yourself to the class? I feel like saying why would just kind of, like, irritate him. Because asking why would be like, well, I mean, it's just common courtesy. So, yeah, of course.
Okay.
And don't make me second guess myself, really. I know you. Don't make me second guess myself.
Good call. Good job.
Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course, but not everyone likes to be the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. I mean, first impressions are everything, so I mean... It's a good idea to just get that out of the way now.
Yeah.
My heart's pounding my chest I keep thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. Mutao was a gamer. look at that gamer on my screen. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The third... What, Ellie?
I was just laughing.
The third floor down the third floor corridor. The third floor down the third floor corridor. Okay. It's marked as a
I know
classroom.
that fucked me up my first time too. I'm just
Yeah,
I had
wait.
to sit there and read it a couple of times like you did.
I read and I was like, wait, did I read that right? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It's marked as a classroom for class 3-3. Motel is what you get if Keanu Reeves was the doctor.
Bro, no bullshit. When I first started my blind run, the first voice I gave him was fucking Keanu Reeves.
No, you're breathtaking!
Yeah.
Anyway, Motel opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sunlit again. What is that ping in the back? Hello?
Yeah, that's gonna haunt your nightmares, I promise.
That ping, what is that? I have to get for a split second at the door freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Wow. Are all of these people gonna be in the mod? Or the game?
No. Just a select few of them.
Okay.
Are actual interactable characters.
Alright.
There are a couple of characters that you see here that you interact with, but they are not routes.
Okay, so they're not like main
but-
routes, but you can interact with them.
Right.
Alright. Okay, I'm just making them that it's okay, because I heard parts like lagging a little bit, so hopefully it's fine now. It's pretty spacious, the ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around in between desks. An entire wall taken up by the blackboards and the high, old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. Also, I hope that Twitch doesn't, kill my stream, because when I was doing the second part of, Our Castle Walls, for some reason, my stream just, stopped. And it wasn't me.
Randomly?
Yeah, and it wasn't me. My internet was fine. I didn't get any drop frames. OBS was showing green, and yet somehow the stream dropped. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what Twitch was doing at that moment, but the stream just dropped. So hopefully the stream doesn't drop like that. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath full of books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Efficient. Yes. It would be cool if there were like 25 routes, but it would also be a bit hard to make. Yeah, true. It would be hard to make all routes for every person in this game. Because that would just be way too long.
Right.
I stopped walking in front of the classroom and facing the students. They all look normal like students in any other school, but then why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, only it's just not immediately obvious. Then I noticed that one of the girls seems to be obsessing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking to you, I tune out that she's a speech halfway through while he introduced me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone's looking at me. A girl with really long, straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Is that Kenji?
We're gonna keep going.
The bitch with the scarf?
We're gonna keep going.
Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me with the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kinda cute, so it's the cheery girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss, so I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. Illy knows what's going on and I have no idea what's going on. Her laughing worries me.
And I'm not telling him shit.
Yep, she's not gonna tell me anything. She's not telling me shit. Although I'm worried because she laughs, so, yeah.
Cause you know.
Yeah, she claps his hands and turned everyone else, except one girl in the first row has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for the applause I did not deserve. Collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now.
Oh my god, I've never noticed him before, Via.
Wait, what? Blue hair girl there. In the background? What?
Peter Griffin in the background.
Oh, Peter Griffin! Oh my god!
I've never noticed him before.
Peter Griffin, hell yeah. He's in this
Fuck.
game. Let's go. So, I'm Hisao Nakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. I hope to get along well with everyone, even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every soft introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. I end up saying nothing, and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said, though a few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. Let the gossip already begin. I'll listen to the teacher and see drones about getting along with getting my gaze sweep across the classroom.
You better not, Greg Senpai.
Yeah, Kaiju and talent sheet does it. No one's gonna tell me shit. No one tell me anything. I want to go into this blind. Like, no one say anything. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands together, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first Shoujo claps in this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends up in a bandaged stump. Makes me feel a little bad. Bitch only has one hand. Damn.
Oh boy.
We're gonna be doing some group work today, so I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. Yeah, and for anyone who's played or watched Illy's streams, please do not spoil anything. Because I know that Illy has done a few routes of this game.
Because believe me, I will take care of you myself.
Yes, Illy will take care of you herself if you spoil anything about this. So don't do it.
And I'll be watching.
That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. Who else will be able to do that better, right? You gotta go now have fun with the game. See you lost and I will definitely have fun with this game. How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announced that we were working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to guess my helpless expression. Oh, right. Hakamichi's right there. Shizune Hakamichi. As she calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. Take a seat next to her, by the window. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Oh boy. What? I'm caught off guard by your laughter.
It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. She-chan.
I like the southern voice you give her.
Thank you.
Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. It looked like she had been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short, yet carefully, neatly brushed hair. A pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Yep, I'm preparing for all the Misha laughter now. I know that there's gonna be a lot of Misha laughter here. Hakamichi.
Bun Bun, actually, since we're taking a moment, Bun Bun, sir, I'm gonna need you clipping that for the Misha movement. Everyone, Bun Bun.
Oh yeah, that's right, cause you have that channel where it's like every Misha laughter moment.
Everyone.
Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you.
I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would think I was She-chan. She-chan is deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her.
Oh, so she's the interpreter. Nice.
I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too.
Literally what I just said.
You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course she is. If he wasn't, he would have been. He wouldn't. If he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he?
Also, Nick is asking if you can clip it too. If you can clip anything too.
Yes, Nick, I will allow it.
Anyway, continue.
We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you'd be here today. So soon. He-chan, right?
He-chan?
Yep, it fits, doesn't it?
Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked that name. I don't really see how.
It fits! You look just like I imagined. Yeah, you look just like a He-chan.
I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk, can't reach his attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. In Japan, Osaka dialect is the southern country bumpkin in contrast to the more refined Tokyo dialect of Japanese that is primarily taught to foreigners. Ah, interesting. That's interesting.
Which is funny because I did not know this.
Yeah.
What Greg just said, I had no idea.
Misha has literally caused me ear pain. She laughs next to my ear sometimes. That's what Via said.
Mm-hmm. I have it open now.
Alright. Misha seems a little overwhelmed.
Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We could show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it.
Misha stumbles with the hard word of it, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kinda came straight to class today. Yo, Superman over here. Welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, I'm finally doing Katawa Shoujo. Finally doing it, yeah.
That's no good. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you get there. Not just with school either.
And everyone who everyone who's just joining and doesn't know who this is Illy. She does a lot of like Dokimas and stuff. And she's joining me on my blind playthrough because she's played this game before.
Yes.
She's played a couple routes before. I don't know really not how many routes we've done, but she's done a couple
I've
routes.
done Shizune, Hanako, Emmy, and I'm halfway through Rin.
Yep, she's done a few routes, so she knows what's gonna happen. I know nothing about this game, so yeah.
And I ain't telling him shit.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan?
Also, yeah, you're gonna hear that laugh a lot, so yeah.
Oh god, the Shizune route, I thought I was gonna die.
Is there a lot of Misha laughter in the Shizune route?
Well, there's a lot of Misha in the Shizune
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of Misha.
route.
What about where you going? I guess I didn't bother to do that. Joe just didn't care enough to do so. Yo, have fun. Yeah, I'm definitely having fun with this so far. I like this. And I haven't already, and I'm already like 50 minutes into the game and I already like it. So, I guess that's saying something.
It's an amazing visual novel.
That's saying something from already liking it, and I'm only in the first 50 minutes of it, so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, but Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What's that? Sounds like it's about me. I feel like slumped over my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unacceptably deeply.
You look down. You okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test.
Alright.
Oh, and another thing, you don't have to call She-Chan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her She-Chan. Oh, okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate.
Oh, really? Blue Sketch was inspired by this?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting, huh?
Yep. Shizune is fine.
Huh, okay, that would be a lot easier for me. So what made you go with a southern voice for Misha?
So when I first decided to do Katawa Shoujo, the thought had occurred to me that my vocal range was a little limited, and I wanted to kind of get back up to snuff. And so I was having a conversation with Ryan, aka Ryan X Plays, aka Just an Aussie.
Yep.
And we were talking about it, and I'm like, I think I want to give one of them a southern accent. And he's like, okay. He's like, have you looked at the characters? And I'm like, I've just kind of seen their sprites. I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
And then I showed him a picture of Misha, and I'm like, I think this is the one that I'm gonna give it to. What do you think? And he's like, you know what? Out of all your options, she's the best choice.
Also, I'm gonna say this right now. I've showcased this bond we share, a Doki Doki mod, on my channel. Illy and Justin, and Aussie Yuri, aka Brown X Place, aka Ryan, all the two devs behind this bond we share. So, just want to say that.
Aw.
Hey, I mean,
Thank you.
I feel a lot more at
Somebody
ease.
clip that. Bun, if you're here, clip that,
Yes,
please.
someone clip that.
I want to give that to Ryan.
Yep. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess.
Huh? Oh, right. We haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now or She-Chan will get mad.
The time was always kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class.
That too.
Also, we're rocking the 7 views right now, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh man, wait until you start putting your videos on YouTube. I lost my ever-loving mind when, like, cause you know me, I constantly have a backlog of shit to edit.
Yeah.
And I had held on to my first few episodes of Katawa Shoujo for a while, and like, I think I averaged between 8 to 13 active viewers during the streams. But then when I put the motherfuckers on YouTube, I think my first episode within a week to 2 weeks had 100 views right off the bat.
Oh damn. So I think
I'm like, whoa.
I think I'm gonna post this on YouTube and then post it to the Katawa Shoujo subreddit. Just to get
That's
more
what
traction.
Bun has been doing for me. And
You
that
just
helps
get more
too.
traction by posting this to the Katawa Shoujo subreddit.
But I'm telling you, man, especially for your blind run, if you put blind run in the title, Katawa Shoujo fans just eat that shit up.
I'm just gonna do Katawa Shoujo blind or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. Also, if you're watching with the Katawa Shoujo subreddit, hello. Anyway, Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently, and I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message.
After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay?
The assignment's actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Ooh, I like the transition.
The transitions are good.
Just
the
one of the
transitions
many,
are
like,
very good.
runpai transitions that you can do.
Yep.
Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha's a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who's beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs, and I'm forced to stare at that painting again.
Yeah, you're gonna get real sick of seeing it.
We descend even below the lobby where I met Mutao, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria has been too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Sent the clip, it's an
Thank you, Bun.
Yep, Bun sent the clip. There's big windows up into the courtyard towards the main gate.
It's the cafeteria.
Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems weird until I realize that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. Also, if I mess up words, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just speak too fast and words kind of just jumble together, so it kind of ends up in a mush. So,
Yeah, and that's one thing, like, oh god. In fact, I think even Ryan himself said something to you about this. Hisao's inner monologue can just get verbose as hell, and if you're having to do it all yourself, it can get really overwhelming sometimes. So
once
try
I get
to
to
pace
like
yourself.
once I get to like the bigger words or stuff, I will have to pace myself because sometimes I read too fast, and I'm like not paying attention to what's ahead, and then it gets to that point, and I'm like, whoa, okay, I need to step back and try that again.
Now let me prepare
Also,
you
reiterating
for the
hydration.
Ooh, time to get a drink. While you're getting a drink, just to give you an idea of what lies ahead for the only male character that I'll be voicing.
Yeah.
He talks faster than you do.
Oh my god. So, I'm gonna have
So
time.
nailing his every word. It's
Yeah, I wouldn't be able
it's
to
a lot
talk
of fun.
fast and nail every word, because if I just talk fast sometimes, then I just end up missing words, and it just becomes.
When he goes off on one of his tirades, like I there are some times that I work not to stumble over it.
Like sometimes it goes from just me talking like this to a little, and I just get
Like quite
tongue-tied.
literally, like I just got a text out there. Text.
Whoop.
But I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh, oh God, I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Mother.
We were talking about Kenji and how it talks
Kenji,
fast.
yeah. Oh, there are some days when it's a particularly big scene for him, where by the time the scene is over, I have managed to work up a literal sweat.
Because he's just talking so fast.
Yeah, like,
Alright.
you'll see.
Yeah, I'll see when we get there. I picked something at random and followed Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. But yeah, I just want to say that if I go I'm sorry, that's just me talking too fast and getting my words jumbled up. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand science, so the point escapes me. That laugh worries me. I don't know why, but I guess it's because you've played the game and you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I might just be chuckling. You don't know.
Yeah. Although I think you're looking forward to my reactions to certain things, right?
Very much so.
Maybe you're looking at a person who talks to is proper and polite.
Do you want to know something?
What? Also, yeah, I think that's it. If you're doing sign language, you have to like talk to, you have to look at the person who's signing, and make eye contact so that you know that they're signing to you instead of someone else. Anyway,
About anything. We're your guides, so you should ask us if there is something.
I wonder,
Next choice.
does this matter?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, very much so.
Oh boy. So, I think I'm more interested in Shizune's deafness because I want to know how she went deaf.
Okay.
Shizune intriguing, and like I said, don't make me second guess myself.
I said okay, Batman.
I know, I'm just saying, don't say anything. Shizune intrigues me, and I kind of want to ask something about her. But I can't really ask about something that personal, can I? I can't come up with any of this. So I just focus on my food while the girls talk with themselves. And he says nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Fucking great. Misha and Suzuki stand back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Oh boy. What are they saying? Maybe they're talking about secret girls or something. Quickly notice conversation inside is not enough to fill silence. You arrived in the classroom early, but we're not the first. Didn't you? Alright, so. This bitch has had her face burned off. What?
Yep.
Also, okay, my mouse is fine. Anyway, that dark-haired girl I noticed before slumped over her desk at the last row.
Oh.
Oh.
Bye, Hanako.
She jumps over when Mitra crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel attention all the way from here as if she was slowly turning into stone just from her presence. I guess she's the very shy one then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just making that assumption now. I'm guessing she's very shy.
Mm-hmm.
Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it as they walk directly past her to the seats and begin to converse.
Bye, Hanako.
I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of the school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I thought yawning and continuing the minutes and counting the minutes left. Oh, hey, bud, what's up? I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's a long time spent in the hospital to make me like this. I'm even feeling it's physically weak and lifeless.
Yep, your body, you know, when it's sedentary for too terribly long, it acclimates.
Yeah, it's like, before long, the final bell rings. School's finally over for the day.
Here we go.
Beside me, Misha and Suzuki are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Does that mean something's gonna happen, or...
I don't know.
Of course you say you don't know. Of course.
Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, He-chan. We've got to hurry already since there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it.
Wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go?
Is that so? Well, we can at least show you that much. Come on, nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside.
We join the flow of students making their way down the stairway outside, with the girls pointing us out of the senior classroom the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the small building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building.
This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool.
So, Illy, question. Do you want to join me for when I do the routes, or are you fine with that? Or are you just not gonna...
I would love to, when I can, I'd love to join you for the route.
Alright,
Yeah.
yeah, alright, yeah. Because I'd love to have you on board, doing the
Hell
voices
yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
How's that official?
Don't be silly, He-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. Head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. The whole building was stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I heard that laugh.
Well, yeah.
I heard that
Huh?
laugh.
Nothing.
I guess it's not safe for a place like this. I walk in hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. And here's where everyone in chat goes, he doesn't know. On a white door on the left of the green cross at the desk, head nurse. And a nameplate.
Okay. So I will tell you what that laugh was for.
Okay.
That laugh was not because you're about to go through something. That laugh was my personal amusement because of the voice that I gave the head nurse.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be interested. I'm gonna let you voice him first before I tell you what I did.
Okay.
So,
A voice from the inside responds my noggin once immediately, but I can't quite make it out. Sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room's not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around and his office jets face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with usual medical utensils. There's at least a dozen coffee cups, and there's at least a dozen coffee cup rings. God damn it! Let me try that again. Go back to the beginning of the sentence. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. There we go.
woo!
Got it. Hey there, what can I do for you today?
So the voice that I gave him, that has I think become canon for a few of us.
Yeah?
I like hot dogs.
Oh my gosh. Your easy voice, god damn it. God damn it. He's young looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks watch that impression look when he smiles. You the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times.
That, and in my opinion, his music, his personal character music, is some of the best in the game because it sounds like fucking, like, vintage porn.
Oh my god. That 90s porn music, hell yeah.
Yeah! So, like, you pair that music with the fact that I gave him the hot dog cover.
Yeah, hot
voice.
dogs.
This is so good! Hot dogs!
Well, I guess I am. It's this one throwing, no? You can call me my name with just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I check my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His hand shakes out of firm and friendly. Right there, I'm a new student. My own teacher let me come meet you. My name is Sasao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related
Congenital.
Why is my brain doing this to me? Some kind of chronic
it's
arrhythmia.
It's gonna happen to you a lot. There's
Some
a lot of Japanese proper nouns in this. Have fun.
Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right?
There you go.
He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Also, that's gonna happen a lot where I just trip over words that I can't pronounce in the moment. Yeah. Good, well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from our staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if that's a problem. The firm is 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place and I'm left thinking why he even said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. Well, he searches something from his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around. I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate floors, and all the you'd expect from the school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the groups. Is there a joke that I'm missing there, or?
I was just amused at the line. It's a funny line.
Okay. Smiling, the nurse drops a thick
You're
file.
so paranoid!
Yeah, I'm like, what's happening here? I'm like, what's gonna happen? Because I know that there's some fucked up things that happen in this game, but I'm like, I don't know what exactly is gonna happen. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of thinly a lot of fizz in the sentence. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. God. That is so hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've already had medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Oh, well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. Oh. My lack of reaction makes me raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart. Risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Also, are you noticing that my voice is changing? For this person? My voice has changed from that, like, hey, to, hey! Like that. Like a lot higher pitch now.
It's a good fit.
Anyway, continue. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, though some exercise would do you good. You have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swim maybe? That's a pool here. So I was told. You were very good. And anyway, I'm sure you have been told before, is that you just need to take care of yourself, not to overexert yourself. He wags his fingertips at this point. No need, really, I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risk. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building at the auxiliary building, although to my eyes, they still look one the same. It's the first real look I get at all the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. Everyone except me, who has no idea what the fuck is happening.
Right?
And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special at being students at such a school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us?
One of us!
One of us! I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel a bit tired and stuff hungry. The weirdest of me only goes to the church at the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms. Shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the only exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for the elevators at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose it's simply fine with me. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates on the room is adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Who's this gonna be? Hello? Is anyone home? thank you, whoever that was. I appreciate the, whatever that was on stream. I don't know what happened, but, thank you. From inside, I hear a few movements. Then the clicking of the way, the more, okay, Thank you for the birthday, which is SSG. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Sonic.
How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're doing Katawa Shoujo. From inside, I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. Someone's very, very paranoid, I see. After a moment, the door squeaks open. Who might you be? Ah, hey, there he is.
This is mine.
The boy Kenji is here. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick eyeglasses.
Who is it?
Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until my nose is almost touching. His breath simply go like, Jesus Christ, move the fuck away from me. His sound Kai, I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out and smiling greeting almost straight to my diaphragm.
I like Kenji's music too.
Yeah, his music was nice.
Oh, what's up, dude? Name's Kenji.
Ah, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little bad about the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome.
There were some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier.
It was probably on my parents' eye. He's definitely paranoid or something. I'm not sure what, but he was, a little...
Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, he's very, like, you know? It was out of place proverb itself hanging between us awkwardly as I tried to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders to make some auxiliary hand gestures.
You're a brave man, Sal. Me, I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself.
Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while.
Wise decision. Damn, you're smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart.
He's blind, is he? Not entirely blind,
Very,
yeah.
very visually impaired.
Okay, so not blind, just very visually impaired. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it. I'm like, whoa, get the fuck away from me.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment and switches the door handle and shuts the door behind him. Bye, Kenji! I slide the key into the lock of the door to mark 119. Ooh, nice bed. Black beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some type of light wood or ugly curtains. It's no one's room in Resmo, like my hospital room was. My bags were sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet's sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems like there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note's pinned to the sleeve of one of my shirts. Hi, Hee-chan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, but then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. I like this music. Very soothing piano music. Lying there makes you want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's just something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming in for the entire day today too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow, so I won't be this natural all the time. Tomorrow I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now... my pills.
Dinner.
Dinner. My pills. A wonderful dinner. The bottle of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. Night table?
Mm-hmm.
We call it a nightstand. Is that like the Japanese like translation of it? Or
Well, it's basically just like, you know, the table that you keep next to your bed
okay, yeah.
that has like your alarm clock and shit.
I usually call that the nightstand, but I mean,
Right. Yeah. I believe, unless I'm mistaken, the vast majority of the Katawa Shoujo writers are either Australian or British or, you know, so
okay, so
they're...
it would make sense why they wouldn't call it a nightstand, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So certain things that might have different names just because of the sole fact that the writers aren't American. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. You could have worded that better, but okay. Feels like if I don't take them, I'm going to fucking die. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. Okay. It's kind of twisted having all of it on chemicals like this. I resent it a little bit. What choice do I have? You take these chemicals, or you fucking die.
Yep.
With the side, begin a new daily routine taking the right number of pills from each bottle, being careful to take the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking anyone familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shoulders drag off my room like fingers. Shadows, not shoulders, what the fuck? Long shoulders. What? Anyway. Continue.
Your internet blipped, so I only heard like 3 words.
Oh, it doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw up my room like fingers. Because I said shoulders instead of shadows before.
Oh gosh.
The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night and becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. Dr. Mario, pills here! The night beckons me to sleep and I feel the coldness of anyway. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. Me playing this game.
Right.
I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. And sleep. Ooh.
Yep.
Loading.
This is the nighttime transition, so this basically tells you you've gone to bed.
Alright, so that's like the nighttime stuff, okay. I'm back on my coffee. Welcome back as she. Glad you have your coffee now.
Coffee.
Coffee. Speaking of coffee, I had my iced coffee with my breakfast today. It was good.
Yum.
I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around me that indeed it's me who was supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottle for a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, pop out a tablet from for a sheet. I down them with a chase of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniform's on the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before just up. Wait, was that a joke about how we just take medicine without really looking at like what's inside of it or what it's made of?
It's like Hisao is at a point where a lot of the things that he does autonomously. It just kind of happens.
Yeah, so it's like
because
that's part of his
he's
routine
so
now.
acclimated.
Yeah, that's part of his routine now. So he's just like, you know,
Right.
I'll just go with it.
Like, this is what I have to do now. This is my life.
Mm-hmm. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. Natural one. Feels like a school uniform, as it should. That's not much different than... Whoa. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes with other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school.
Sorry.
Except for the people. Also, the Sonic says hi. Sonic says hi.
Hi, Sonic. Hi.
I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shizune sweeping sign language gestures. Well, we've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that known, but I'm sure others are. Also, we've seen a bit of Hanako, but we haven't talked to her yet, so... I guess today we're gonna...
Hanako.
Hanako? Okay, yeah. We haven't talked to Hanako yet, so I think we'll, we might talk to her today, I don't know. Or perhaps people like to know what passes for normal around here? Yeah, what does passes for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging out after classes yesterday, so maybe they're a club. So I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains in my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Oh, Misha's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we can't understand her.
Mm-hmm.
She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to round the ridge of her pencil down so that the top is perfectly evenly flat. Misha, hello?
Sorry, She-chan. Is there something you wanted from me?
Yo, welcome back, Kaiju. Welcome back.
Hey, Senpai. Oh, I see. That's a good question, He-chan.
My first thought was that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right.
Oh, that's right. Everyone's encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there really isn't anything else to do. There are also...
Where have I seen this before?
Huh?
Someone pressuring me to join a club. Where have you heard this before? Anyway.
There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too.
Sure. What's the festival about?
Oh, we just hang around, cut up a little bit.
Misha freezes.
Got Misha dying of fire. So funny story about Misha's laugh.
Yeah?
Over the course of the time that I've been playing this visual novel, Misha's laugh has infected my throat to the point to where when I laugh now, I'm not laughing. It's Misha.
Also, I just want to ask you a question. How did you come up with the laugh at Misha? Like, what made you go with that kind of violent laugh?
So, pretty much from word 1, you are led to believe that Misha is loud, cantankerous, obnoxious. She gives zero shits about what anyone around her is experiencing. So she just really, lives life and gets into things and gets really, really excited. And more than once, Hisao specifically says her laugh is irritating or annoying.
So you're trying to emulate that kind of irritating noise.
Yeah, cause I've had friends growing up who had laughs that were really fucking similar. So it's I tried to think of the most irritating, annoying, obnoxious, infuriating laugh I possibly could, and unfortunately, I grossly underestimated how often I would have to do it.
Yeah. You'll
and then I regretted it, but at that point it was too late. She'd already taken over.
And then you gotten used to it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Misha freezes.
I don't know, He-chan. Truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so...
They're just what? Doing all kinds of different hand gestures.
Mm-hmm.
She starts trying desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glance at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish.
Grandiose.
Grandiose? Okay, yeah. Let me try that again. She starts sighing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glass at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts sounding hard and heavy.
Huh?
So, well, who cares?
Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud! I can see hands starting to look in our direction. Or heads. Not so loud!
Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change over time. Now, it's about delicious food, delicious fried food, and amusing little games you play to win prizes.
I can tell Hassan is gonna be like, Jesus fucking Christ, just quiet up for 1 fucking second, please.
Oh god, yeah.
He's
yeah.
probably like, Jesus Christ,
There's
Misha,
one
can
route
you
in
shut the
particular.
fuck up?
There's one route in particular that the character that you and the girls are interacting with does not respond very well to Misha, and Hisao just becomes completely incensed with Misha's behavior. And now I'm having flashbacks of that scene because it's one of the top 3 most emotional scenes that I've gone through so far. So anyway, moving on.
The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally, he's noticing where we are. Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing off without a care. Yeah, because she can't hear.
Batman.
What?
You there?
Yeah? Hello?
Okay, welcome back.
Alright, I'll repeat that line because I don't think you heard it. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without a care.
And Greg Senpai is absolutely correct, because you know how my streams work. You know, people in chat will try to make me say things or do things.
Yeah, they'll like
someone
say,
makes
hey,
me
can you say this?
something-
They're like, hey, can you say this in this voice?
Yes, and if people want me to do something for Misha, I always button it with her laugh. And Greg has been like, I hear that she-demon's laughter. We are in the middle of the class and should start working. That's right, She-chan. What? That's right. He-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club?
It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw suspicious glands that changed between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking that.
You're so full of shit, Sonic.
Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they had in mind when something dark floods my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and step silently towards the door. Is that Hanako? Or Hanako?
That's Hanako.
Hanako. Doesn't seem like she was working in a group, and no one else seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? It makes me feel bad for Hanako now. My god.
Oh. He-chan, is something wrong?
Do I look as any safe to feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking after the girl who left? No, nothing.
Okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
I thought I'd go to the library and pick up some books. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
Sure.
Yay! Okay, He-chan, perfect.
The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Aww. Before I had the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informed us that it's time to stop working. Did I hear a cat meow or something just now? No, I didn't hear anything. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything.
Everything is a contest to Shizune. Everything.
So I'm guessing she's super competitive.
Very competitive, very driven. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yes, it is, He-chan.
Impossible.
Really?
Really. I've noticed before, but it's kind of funny how Misha's always moving her hands and signing not only everything he says, but what anyone else is saying at any given point. Obviously, much until Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I do is, if there's a deaf person talking to me, like, they're usually the one sighing as well to me while they're talking. But if there's like what?
For me, being hearing impaired, a lot of the time, especially with soft-spoken people or people who mumble, I have to be making eye contact with them in order for me to know what they're saying, because I have to read their lips.
Yeah, and that's what deaf people do. Like, I see that a lot in my church, which has, like, a very big deaf community.
Yeah.
Like, the deaf people are always looking at the person who's signing to them. Like, so they can read their lips and like, correspond that to the strength that they're doing.
Right, so, and that's, you know, I'm sure that's a lot of how things are for Shizune, because, you know, she's not just hearing impaired like I am, she's deaf, she can't hear.
Yeah, she's completely deaf, she can't hear
So the only way
anything.
for her to know anything is she has to be looking directly at the person who is communicating with her.
Yeah.
So in this case, because Hisao needs to be telling her something, she's going to be looking at him, and in order to ease things on her, he has to be making eye contact with her, but he also has to make sure that at the absolute very least, he's getting the messages across to Misha as well. So he's got to speak articulately enough that she can keep up with him. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to learn sign language.
There
hard.
There was a point a while ago in my church where one of the deaf interpreters, like the one who does the most of the interpreting for the church service for the deaf community.
Right.
She did kind of like a mini like sign language class, and I sat in for that a little bit, and it's hard. Like, there's so many signs that mean so many different things, and it's like you get confused over
like,
which signs mean what
sometimes it comes
things.
to literally how fast you do it, or like, it matters a lot. So the best thing for Hisao to do is to make sure that the sound of his voice, the traveling of the sound of his voice, is getting to Misha, but at the same time he has to be making eye contact with Shizune so that she can try to keep track.
So it's like essentially looking at Suzune but talking so that Misha can sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think I read that.
Sorry.
It's not a contest, because contests are competitions of a prize. If there's no prize in line, it's not really a contest.
Oh, that's gonna piss her off.
Yep, she's gonna get angry. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. Ooh. She says at me as if the prize I'm challenging her. Bitch? What? I think maybe
this is a contest to her.
Yeah, I think maybe this is a contest to her. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Are you sure, He-chan?
I'm very sure.
You're wrong, He-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence and my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up a bag, laughing at me expectantly. Excuse me, what? Looking at me expectantly. I had almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them.
Where do you want to eat?
The cafeteria?
That's so plain. Okay, let's go.
Plain? Well, I guess. On my old core, I liked the outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. It sure seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of our classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, He-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right, She-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first.
Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech.
He-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in?
I used to play soccer, but I'm not going into it. I don't follow the team's players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just feel a lot.
Well, then the literature club will be perfect for you.
Oh god, no.
There is a book club, right, She-chan? Right? But it seems they have all the members they could possibly have right now. I wonder why. I'm sorry, He-chan. It's a really popular club. I forgot about this part.
Everything about this just screams Doki Doki.
I know. Ah, okay. But more to the point, He-chan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind?
Not really.
Oh, that's perfect, because now we're going to manipulate the fuck out of you. Good. Great. That's great, He-chan. Really great.
Why is it so great?
No reason.
I'm scared of you, Misha. I'm scared of you.
Yeah. Well, He-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. The student council.
I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though. Just tell me that.
You will come to appreciate the nature of Shizune and Misha's relationship. They, depending on what route you're on,
Yeah?
they can be downright vindictive because they will sit there and use the fact that you cannot understand what they're saying to manipulate the shit out of you.
Yeah, because we'll be like, what are they saying? I don't know what they're saying. Are they saying anything about me? What are they saying? What are they saying? And we'll just
And
be like...
Ryan, it was so funny when we were on the Shizune route because anytime there was a scene that puts us out with these two, he would just sit there and swear up and down about Shizune. Man, she's such a manipulative bitch.
I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha's laughing. Again with the thing that we have no idea what the fuck they're saying. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. Alright, see you, Kaiju.
Yeah, and Bun Bun is correct. This was made before DDLC, and bye, Greg.
Oh, that's interesting. So this game was made before DLC, huh?
DDLC was 2017. Katawa Shoujo, I believe, was 2012, unless I'm mistaken.
Oh.
Right. He-chan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join.
I don't like her saying that you should just join. Like, come on, join. It's gonna be fun. Like, I don't like that. I don't know why, but
It's
something
a meme.
about that is just who.
It's a meme.
Why?
Well, for one, we can hang out every day, He-chan. She-chan and I are both in the student council. Actually, She-chan's the president.
I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with.
Smartest thing you've said all day, so.
Yup. Wow, an MC that's actually not dense.
Ah.
As if reading her mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Am I gonna eat those words at some point, saying that this MC isn't dense?
Of course we're not going to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council, and therefore have an incentive to try to get you.
So you're admitting that?
No, we admit nothing. I mean, He-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yep, it's true, He-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, He-chan?
So it's like these girls are pushing us to join just because they want to spend time with us. Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard with the look the cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. And of course. Well.
So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, He-chan.
Wait, hold on, what? No, 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 no.
Oh, see, She-chan, of course it wouldn't go so easily. Yep, that's right, though. It would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, She-chan owes me candy now.
Yeah, Misha, we should hang out angry Sayori noises. You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes.
That's interesting, He-chan. Let's play a game.
No, that's not what I said.
How about rich man, poor man, He-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council.
Did you even listen to me? No, absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Well, because you two both have the same incentive and did with the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that isn't my goal, but what this means is that she's just like, yep, that's exactly what that means.
Yeah, like Misha don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that is my goal, but what this means is that both of you can team up and all be at the clear disadvantage. So I will have to decline.
He-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying that you don't trust us? That we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Fuck you. Sorry? It's hard to tell what Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin.
Basically.
They're just kind of playing off each other at this point.
They do, and they use that chemistry a lot.
Yeah.
In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council.
I already said no.
How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man?
Misha, stop. Paper football?
Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You make a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past the goalpost that the other player makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, He-chan. And it's also played by elementary and middle school children, She-chan. But that means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men.
More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not gonna play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Just whoop my ass anyway.
Yeah, that's true. How did you know, He-chan?
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. Misha don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like and that happens every once in a while. Like Shizune will deliver a message to her, and while Misha never outright is dishonest about her signing, sometimes she'll let something slip that she wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, and Shizune would be like, bro, you shouldn't have said that, and Misha will be like, well, I'm sorry, that just happened.
Too late now.
Yep. I won't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me to the student council, but I am a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it won't be so bad.
Okay, He-chan. How about Risk? Game of world domination.
I don't know what that is.
It's really fun, He-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything.
But isn't that game really fucking long, too?
It's also incredibly challenging.
Yeah. That game was like challenging and super long, so
It's one of my favorite games. I love Risk. Oh my god, I love Risk. But
I don't think I've ever played Risk before.
oh god, it's so much fun.
Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. I think I've played it like once before. I can't remember. Though I do believe that
I
played
played
once.
so much when I was younger, when I was a lot younger. If you want to play, we can after school. Oh, really, She-chan? We can play just for fun, He-chan. She-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached.
If this game gets to a point where I have to choose what happens in the game Risk, I'm gonna fuck up terribly, because I do not know how to play Risk.
Well, guess what?
What?
I'm not gonna tell you. Let's keep going.
Well, okay.
Okay, perfect! We'll see you after school in the student council room, then He-chan.
Wait, right there?
Because that's where we keep the game.
You know, I don't think that's where you keep the game. I think you're just saying that to get me to go to that room. Because, yeah, you want me to join the club so badly that you'll do anything to, get me there. I grimaced to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete, just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to class. Oh,
Bye,
there goes
Hanako.
Hanako. There goes Hanako. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice, so if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy. After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me without loving and launch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. Have you done Hanukkah route?
Yes.
Okay. I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it. Nevertheless, I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made the break for it in the past that they're on their guard. What's with the escort? That doesn't make me feel uncomfortable. In fact, that makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell. Shizu would be fun to play on minutes left.
What's wrong, He-chan? That's right. We're just going to play a game of Risk, remember?
I don't know, Misha. This all seems a little sinister to me. I thought thinking that when we sit down to play again, they'll tie me down and torture me until I reach join the student council.
Foreshadowing.
What the fuck?
Nothing. Keep going.
That worries me slightly, but, yeah. Well, that time
You
I'm
won't
laughing.
get there till Act 3.
Alright. Wait, Act 3? This game's that long?
It has 4 acts
Jeez, okay.
in some cases.
Well, that sounds like in some cases. The fuck does that mean?
Keep going. Keep
Well,
going.
that's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. I guess let me scan the area real quick. Getting to the student council room is as simple as swinging 2 corners from where we started. What? That's it? This makes you guys being somewhat top of me seem a little silly.
That's not true, He-chan. She-chan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman bursts of speed.
Life is threatened? Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself. Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that, I know you heard me! You have no excuse unlike Shizune. Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain and sparsely decorated room, although it's still quite large, maybe a little larger than a classroom. There is a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a small desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side of him as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. Not much else, in fact, nothing else. This was a pretty bleak room. They could at least put the pot of plate in here or something. But the most notable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are Shizune and Misha the only people in the student council?
You gonna read this text box?
And you're gonna ignore my question, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Are we early?
No.
What do you mean no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today?
Yeah, that's right.
Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically.
Hey, Chan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up.
While Misha's talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this was kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for a liking, remembering the basics with the somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in the close the game has started with a decisive motion, slicing on through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off on me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I try to ponder how to defeat against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention.
Hey, Chan, She-Chan wants you to know that you are taking too long to make a move.
I can't fucking
She-Chan
think.
also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council.
Jesus, let me fucking think, please. Thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no!
She-Chan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council.
Shut up, Misha. Just shut the fuck up. You're so competitive.
I already told her to shut the fuck up and we're not even on the route yet.
You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more
Magnanimous.
magnanimous.
Magnanimous?
I see what you mean when you say that Hisao uses large words.
It's a thing.
She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed, so she pulls out a brace of paper and writes it for Shizune. Here returns and sends it back to Misha. Misha presses index fingers against the temple, so I'm trying to physically imprint the word into memory. Suddenly, Shizune blows into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated setting.
Wait, please, slow down, She-Chan. He-Chan, She-Chan says you're gonna lose.
Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion.
Ah, okay.
Those eyes are shine with childlike mischief. She's up to something.
She says that you have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't.
You know? She's probably right, so I think
This matters.
This matters?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just gonna go with what I think, and I'm gonna say that it's a trap, and I'm gonna just play defensively. But that's me.
I want to show you something.
Yeah?
You will notice and I wasn't going to tell you
Wait,
this
why
until
is
you
there
made your call.
why is there a checkpoint? Why is there a check mark there?
Good question. I have not completed this path. I have never chosen this option.
Alright.
But you've already made your call.
Alright, so this is new for both of us then.
Mm-hmm.
It's likely that she's just trying to take me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense set up. I'm not going to wreck it doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Oh well, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I lost the fucking game. There we go.
It happens regardless.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess it's just different dialogue then.
Well, no.
Oh.
It matters, but it doesn't matter until later on. That like most of the choices, that particular choice decides whether you go off into the tree that sends you down certain characters' paths or others.
Okay, so that doesn't matter until later on.
Right.
Alright.
But it does matter.
Alright. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows her to just pump a fist in the air in celebration.
Hey-chan, you lost when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, She-chan, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Ambition, He-chan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition, ambition! I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, He-chan. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. It's terrible, He-chan.
Because I felt like he would lure me into a trap. But anyway. Damn, what's it to her if I play too carefully? There's no need to rub it on my face. That's them being competitive again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Shizune.
I wonder if you'd even be any good for the student council.
What's this? Reverse psychology?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes it is. I guess I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case.
Giving up just like that? I expected more of you.
Seriously, Shizune trying to tell me to join the council? Yes, she is. She 100% is. Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any of the clubs yet, and these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide.
Really, Chan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that I want to.
Oh. Okay, He-chan, but we're not gonna give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around.
And there's also a chance that I won't join.
Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me. Unless we graduate before that.
She's trying so hard to get us to join the student council. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know?
Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we could play a game you know then. Give you a handicap.
I might have said that just to make you feel better after all. Hello?
Sorry, I was distracted by nudity.
Oh, nudity? What?
Yuppie is naked.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's cold, He-chan.
I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize it's far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it?
Oh boy, here we okay.
Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine when the library's open? There's a clock right there on the wall.
It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shi-chan. We think the library's open. It's on the 2nd floor. You can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is?
No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh god, hang on. I need to get up and get a drink.
Alright.
Oh, hopefully I won't fuck this first one up.
So, in chat, how are you guys doing in chat? How you guys liking this so far?
It was so much fun coming up with her voice because it's so unusual for me. I can't wait.
How you guys doing in chat? You guys doing good?
What's up, chat? Okay, here we go.
Alright, now it's just die. Oh, my mouse is there, just not moving.
Uh-oh.
My mouse is locked. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Never mind.
Ready?
Yep, one flight of stairs up and around to problems. Second floor, however, is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Great. Wide, of course, and plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating the class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. And is the library one of them? Or was it just somewhere down the hallway? I think you can determine that by looking in through the window to see where it is. I bet online and choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either though, just barely ajar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It makes sense for the library door to be infinitely open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone's inside and I can ask for directions no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to hold back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken my mind so much so that I instinctively feared doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if going from a deep sleep, though it was much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and probing my head over even further inside to gain the sight of the room as fast as possible, the meek "hello" on my lips is quickly snatched away. Hello, who are you? This is not what I was expecting. Good, messing around the difficult welcome new members to the family is trying to grow like a wildfire. Oh. I honestly let the door open to its full extent, taking the side of the solitary figure, taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. This situation suits my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently having taken time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but does look at me.
Oh, hello there. May I help you?
What kind of accent is that?
Scottish.
Oh, Scottish, okay.
Well, it's heavily Americanized Scottish.
Oh, okay. Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence other than the words. However, it's a soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being a separate form of the room. She's a being separate from the room itself. There we go. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi. Sorry for intruding, I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand.
Care to take a seat?
Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards and it's the opposite her, the girl resting the teacup installs her on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that, and a slight cloudiness to her eyes, meant she must be at least partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of lack confidence makes it sound entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office.
I take it you're your new students to Yamaku.
Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I got the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restraining bow of reading. One in which I hasten to match, before realizing the futility of the action.
I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you.
Lily! Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of a teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
Sure. As much as that pains me, I can't keep a step with her formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking them across in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from collecting the supplies ladder along the shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand open, often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozen times before. Apparently Lily's Nick's favorite girl. Also hit 170 on Twitch. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. Hell yeah. As the lean sideways see around her back, she seems to use a long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water from the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities that students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone distinguishes that.
Absolutely.
Tazune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have a workaround for problems I never thought of. Yeah, congratulations, Sonic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink.
So,
Her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance.
which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school.
The school library. Shizune and some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup. She nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it's being stirred.
I am aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no?
That's right, in the science room with Mutao. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand.
He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do.
As she sits down the tea, I gently take another sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I really think it'd be hard to choke down. Okay, Nick says with reasonable reasons I recommend Lily last.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. Lily will be last for
Okay,
me.
yeah, because I've heard to do Lily last, so that's what I'm gonna do as well.
It's a very popular. Most people you will notice will tell you to hold Hanako and Lily for the end.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll do Hanako and Lily for the end.
I rushed to Hanako, and I don't regret it for a second. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll do Hanako first. I don't know. Maybe I'll. I don't know. Things.
Well, I can tell you right now, you will not be on Hanako's, Shizune's, or two other girls' routes. You only have two options at this point.
Okay, because of the.
No,
Cause of,
you only have two options at this point.
okay, because of what I chose, I have.
Of your two options, one of them is the one I got.
Okay, so I'm on pace to get what you got for your first playthrough.
Probably.
Thanks, Sato. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly whips her hand in front of her face.
Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal.
She said in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the 3-year classes. Who we going off the first? I don't know. I do not know. Because Nick asked who we going after first. I don't know.
Nick, we're doing the same thing that I did. We're doing a blind run. We're not following a guide. We're not, specifically trying to get any one girl. We're
I'm just kind of going off
choices
of
as they come.
I'm just going off of what I think is the right choice for that certain scenario. And if it's the wrong choice, then oh well.
Yep, pretty much.
Anyway, continue.
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi and is specifically for blind and partially blind students.
I see. Sorry. I see. No, you don't see. You're fucking blind. I feel like slapping myself with a faux pas. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it.
My. There's no need to change your speech on my account.
Sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions.
A category which would include her. Seems all too many different shifts on this particular topic. I segue into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Oh my god, that. So, do you come here often?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place beyond my school that I like to have lunch at.
I come here fairly often during lunchtimes. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerism seems to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, and Misha just doesn't give a fuck,
Right?
Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs.
Namely the student council.
Yeah, namely that one. It seems like everyone's trying to get us to join that club. What kind of clubs are this join?
The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though such as the art and music clubs.
At a time when I'm just wanting to get off my feet, rushing to a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school should have the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club?
It isn't, though it is encouraged.
The same with my high school. It's like you don't really need to join a club, but like they would like it if you did
But
join a club.
they really, yeah, they would prefer it if you did, but they're not going to push you.
Yeah. They're like, here are these clubs, you can join them if you want, although we advise that you do. But,
Yeah.
you know, we can't tell you what to do.
Exactly.
Ah, good. That's a relief. I feel let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. That seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. Oh, I like the red tint.
Mm-hmm.
As I look over through the window over the shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Yo, welcome back, Bun. Welcome back, Bun. Huh, the time's gone quickly.
Sorry?
Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting.
Mm-hmm.
Him not knowing that she's fucking blind. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. Why are you turning the music down?
The end of day music is overwhelmingly loud.
Oh, okay. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. Oh my god, we've already been going at this for 2 hours?
Yep.
Wow. It seems
Well,
to us
keep in mind, the first hour was troubleshooting.
Yeah. But I've been recording for 2 hours.
Oh, my
So
bad.
we've been doing the game for 2 hours.
Bruh.
And this landing is exactly how I feel. Since it's a surprise for her, I guess she must have lost track of time. Oh.
Sorry, Sal. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly moved to LA at your concern. I've never heard that one before. LA? A lot?
You will encounter that a lot. There will be a lot of words that it's like, wow, that's a new one for me.
It's like, I've never had to say that word or heard that word in American before, so I mean, it's a new word. Ah, no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems like to know in any case. You know, I'm just gonna flip this out here. I feel like if we didn't go defensive in that Earth game, we would have been on track to get Shizune and Misha out. I'm just saying that.
If you had chosen the other option,
Yeah?
it opens up either Shizune and Misha, Hanako, or 2 other routes.
Okay, so that would have opened up Shizune and Misha out.
Yeah,
But since I chose the other
fortunately-
route,
Yeah, I can confirm for you we are definitely not gonna have to deal with them this time around.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe the next time.
True.
Maybe in another playthrough, I'll do Misha and
Shizune's route is a good route. It's not the best, but it is a good one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask
True.
what you think the best strat is because I don't want to be influenced by anything. So.
Yeah. True. It's open until 6:30 during weekdays.
Because I feel like this type of game should not be influenced by anything. I'm just gonna go and
Yep.
do whatever. Quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hand still folded on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is?
I can possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Which these seem to have a habit of doing.
It's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you.
Okay, so far we've seen Kenji, who has some visual impairments. Lily, who has the same appearance. Hanako, who has something going on with her face. I don't know if that is probably burn victim or something like that. I don't know. And then we have Shizune, who's deaf, and Misha, who is her interpreter. We don't know what's going on with her, but all we know is that she is the interpreter.
Correct.
So I don't know if there's any other girls that we meet, or any other characters that we meet.
There are more.
Okay, there are more. Okay, so we haven't seen any characters. There. And we haven't gotten to know Tanako yet, what? This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she sent it to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped into the handle of her bag on the floor. Ah, yes. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be support, whereas Lily's is a negation. She must not have that severity of being blind. Like,
well, no, she's
too
completely
severe.
blind. She's completely and absolutely blind. She
she's
cannot see at all.
She's completely blind. Whereas Kenji he can probably see, but like not that well.
He's you can probably anticipate that the world is a blur for him.
Okay.
Unless he's like right on top of it.
Okay, so he can't really see all that well, whereas Lily is completely and totally blind.
She's in the dark, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's totally and absolutely blind. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the side by side. My pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. Doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the one-looking room, apparently situated inside of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is a wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily draws my old school library, with the distinct smell of old books giving the place almost old world air. So, the beginning scene, was that the only time that we saw Iwanako, or whatever her name is?
You gonna read the next text box?
Okay. There doesn't need to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms.
Yuko, are you here?
She said
There we
that to
go.
a thin air since the librarian is assumed to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Oh! Subsequently, Hannah thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
Oh!
Who's this? Hello? The origin apparently.
Yuko is not a route. She is not an option. She is the librarian.
Okay. The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rich attention. So this is one character that we can interact with, but it's not an actual route.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Lily. How can I help you?
Her voice is strange, and a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. Oh, it's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk while I was looking for it. A pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came in and surprised me. Are you all right? I'm sorry, I couldn't know.
It's okay, it's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me.
Alright, that small portion where I didn't have to talk felt nice. That was a lot. This is a lot of talking.
Yeah. Now you understand what Ryan was trying to tell you.
Yeah, this is a lot of talking.
It's a lot.
She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter.
Yes, worse things have happened.
The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't need to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a fairly shovel look, she seems to fit the library perfectly.
Oh, Lily, did you get my message?
Message? Oh, the 2 important books that arrived.
Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but...
Okay, now another question. What made you go with that, with this, Scottish accent for Lily?
Lily is Scottish.
Okay, so
it is canon.
Okay, so it's established that she's Scottish.
Yes.
Okay.
She has a sister. Her sister is Akira. But she's grown. She's an adult.
All right.
But when you meet Akira and get to interact with Lily and you learn about her backstory, there is a point in the story where Lily actually goes to Scotland for something.
Okay, so it's established that she is Scottish. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Amidst her celebrations, partially from managing today's topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does.
Yeah, Bun Bun is absolutely right. I would love to have a Yuko route. I wish it existed.
Oh, no. I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book? Or return one? I'm sorry.
The way she can so quickly shift between moves is a little unsettling.
He's with me. Yuko, this is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian.
Pleased to meet you.
Hisao. Right. Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao.
For a second, she visibly attempts to ignore the name in her mouth so she won't forget.
Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library?
So, just a question. Are we on pace for the Kenji route? Because I kind of want to see what's going on with that.
You think Kenji's a route?
Is he?
I don't know.
Okay. Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject horror.
Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility.
How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get. But her objection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. Probably
Yes.
so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably, super nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So, there are a lot of books in Braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops in my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense.
Oh, well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yumaku's library is either in Braille or audio.
Makes sense, given all the blind students up here. Yeah, blind and deaf students, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's only that, how could that library so big in the first place?
Oh, well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome and they weigh so much, I wish I could just quit my job.
A very awkward silence follows the revelation of too much information. I'll go check the owls then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Well then.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would have those books if it's all right with you.
My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there's a large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily and snuck with us here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd students sitting at the desk either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of several beanbags. It's the dark-haired girl from our class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier, and the one who we can't go on a route with now. Because of my choices. Let's go. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face when she looks like she's really into it. From the way she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class race was also wise in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards a mysterious long-haired girl. See, now, my worry with these choices is that I will see what choice you took, and that'll influence me. I'm scared that that's gonna happen, so
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna worry about what you chose. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to the beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaly. I might be from underneath the fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath the long, dense bangs, I can see that part of her face, at least a third of it, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes aren't really drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and dug in my eyes to look in her hands before I realized that looking away probably only made it worse. She's probably like, why are we doing this? Takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked there for. Just greet yourself, like, say hi, I'm new here. Like, just say it, yeah. Let's go. Hi, I'm new here. Hassan Nakai. When's your class? I just transferred you the other day. Maybe you don't remember? I did a self-introduction too. I can tell that she's not a talker. She's very shy. The girl still doesn't say a word, but simply stares at me wide-eyed. I'm still getting used to the place, so I'm trying to meet as many people as I can. So, what's your name?
Hanko.
Her speech is stuttering and so quiet that it is barely audible even though it's still a library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako, so what are you reading? She gently tips the book backwards so that I can read the title, at the same time hiding her face behind it. She must have noticed me staring before. Life of Pi? I've never heard it before. What's it about?
A boy and a tiger on a boat.
I love your voice already for her.
Aw.
Because she seems so shy that kind of like really shy voice fits her.
It's Yuri with the stutter is all it is.
Yeah. I can hear that Yuri in it, but it's like you're stuttering a lot more because that's what Hanako does. I can see this taking time. Sounds interesting. Is it any good? She nods at me on the book, but stays silent. She looks at her sentence a bit like Yuko earlier, but in a different way. More like petrified with terror, I'd say. Whereas Yuko was, kind of nervous. Hanako's
she's like super.
Hanako's like, dear God.
Yeah, Yuko is more stressed than Hanako. Hanako, it's absolute fear.
Yeah, Hanako's just straight up like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Completing the Hanako route was, I would definitely have to say, of all the routes that I've done, Hanako did the most damage to me emotionally.
Ooh.
It's a tough route.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess you go into why she's shy then, in her route?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So the mystery delinquent girl turned out to be anything but, and she's quivering in a way that makes it look like she's mortally afraid of me. The only way out of this, as far as I can tell, is to try to get a novel competition going. Is it a library book? I'm looking for new ones to read, but there's just so many.
No, it's mine.
Oh, so do you... So, come here often?
So,
A huge blush spills on Hako's face, and her eyes brighten far larger than I thought it was possible for eyes to do. Uh-oh, did she took my lame attempt at small talk because people tend to pick her up?
yes.
Yeah, she did.
No, not really. I'm kidding.
I mean, I didn't mean it like that.
I've got to go do something.
Oh, there we go. Bye-bye, Hanako. Bye-bye, Hanako.
Mm-hmm.
Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. Oh yes, running after her. By the time we reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Hey, did any of you two know where Hanako went? Lily? Yuko? Hello? Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you see or notice a girl running past here?
Maybe? What does she look like?
Well, her name's Hanako. Long dark hair, kind of shy. She had, well, some scars on her face.
You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you?
Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something.
Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better go try to find her.
Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back.
Okay. Can I just say, I'm not on Hanako's route, and I already feel for her.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes.
I already feel for her, and we're not even on her fucking route.
I have a sneaking suspicion, knowing you as well as I do, I have a sneaking suspicion if there is one route in this visual novel, I think it's going to be more than one route, to be perfectly honest with you, but if there is one route in this entire visual novel that's going to get you, that will get tears from you, it's going to be Hanako.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm already feeling for Hanako, her route is gonna fuck me up.
It's going to eviscerate you, like,
I feel like her route's gonna fuck me up hard.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? But we're not at that part yet, because since I can't go on her route, so we'll wait for that later.
Yep. I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time.
Right, well, see you later then. Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, what did you do?
Also, if you want to catch a glimpse of me crying, Fruits, Yuri, bad ending.
I know.
That, and if anyone wants to
I
watch it
saw
about Fruits, Yuri's bad ending, it got
Yep.
me. It got me hard. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it got me so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, I just talked to her, tried to get to know her, didn't even manage to get started. Yuko sighs and looks awfully bothered, even more so than she did before.
I guess you weren't wrong, so much as tactless.
Tactless?
That girl is a bit of a special case. It's like she never really talks to anyone.
Isn't that a bit strange?
I wonder, it's just how she is, I think.
That makes me wonder what kind of disability she has. If she's super nervous all the time.
It's the scarring.
Oh, the scarring? Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And I guess the scarring is making her all nervous and stuff, because she doesn't know if people are gonna say anything about it or bully her.
Mm-hmm.
Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Perhaps it was being a little tactless after all. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes you phony. Like I was substituting no elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists.
I think it's an elephant, only if you feel that way.
I guess she doesn't have a good sense of restraint. It makes her swallow and she blushes heavily.
What? Did that sound stupid?
No, it's not really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us have anything yet, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that.
Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope that's not too inconvenient for you.
Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I finished my stack of books and decided the beanbags while Hanako and I was sitting on the 10th counter. Yeah, before Hanako fucking, like, broke down and was, like, legit mortified of us.
Wow, you read a lot, don't you?
I surprised myself with that too, honestly, at least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I just kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else.
I see.
But she doesn't say anything else and just texts out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding the library books while on, I troll my pocket with the key to the door. A sudden sound behind the stall of me being nearly dropped the books I'm carrying with the key that I almost managed to get into the lock. Let me guess. Kenji?
Where's my drink?
Let me guess. Is this Kenji?
Who is it?
Yep, it's Kenji. I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Ew, why? Bruh.
Who is me? Who is me? I don't know what anyone called me. Are you some kind of new guy?
You distracted me. She did it again. She came in naked, and I just fucking...
Got a towel on.
It's okay, she has a towel on, it's fine.
Uh-huh. Who is me? I don't know what anyone called me. Are you some new guy again?
His voice is suddenly strange and quick. Yes, but we've met before, like, yesterday.
I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is today?
It seems like he loses track of time very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't know when things happen.
Uh-huh.
I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what?
Proof that we met before.
You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with an uncomprehending view.
How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met and you're telling the truth and I just can't remember it, or you're a spy.
I highly doubt that that's the second option, okay? He pauses.
A psychic spy.
His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can't see anything through thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Oh, neither am I, okay? Kenji points a finger in my face damningly.
Unlike you.
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies! If you think you could pass this out because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding?
I mean, I think you're only saying that because, you can't really see anything. I grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rise and let out a heavy sigh.
Stay there!
Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did.
Oh, wait! I see it now! Damn! Really is you!
I can see how this voice would get very tiring for you.
Like, there's a scene coming up that on my channel everybody knows this scene as the day I found Kenji. And by the end of the scene, I was literally, like my clothes, it was like I had been out in the rain. Like, I worked up such a sweat. Like, you can't see me, but when I'm voicing Kenji, I'm sitting forward in my chair, like my whole body is like shaking every time I deliver a line because I have to put a bunch of emphasis on every single word like this, and the only way to do that is to actually be constantly moving.
So now I wouldn't be able to do that because if I tried that, I do something like this and it wouldn't really come out all that well because I'd just be like, you know, talking and just like going sporadically everywhere all the time like that.
Yeah.
So
it can be pretty challenging.
and just doing that alone kind of tired me out, so I can't.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you could like constantly do this all the time and just not be tired all the time.
Yeah.
So like,
His ending is.
Also,
yeah.
was that a good Kenji on my part? Was that one?
It was a good first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look good. I think. Something wrong?
I don't know. Just that something stupid happened to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this Kenji. It's not like we have any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, sorry about calling you a psychospinal, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in.
I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. Reality. You see?
This is how it is. This world, there is no justice. You see, even when I lose, I win because I don't lose the lesson.
You okay there?
That was Via.
Oh, that was Via. I thought that was you. I was like, you okay there?
Nope. I'm good.
What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter.
He just assisted flatly with a wave of his hand.
So, what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face?
It's nothing. That just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. Wasn't my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all this yet.
A girl? A cute one?
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... I guess it could go either way. Oh my god.
Yes, this matters.
You know, since I can't bring myself to say that she isn't cute, like, I can't bring myself to say that at all, so I'm gonna say yes, she was cute.
Okay.
I can't bring myself to say she wasn't cute. I just can't. Yeah, cute, I guess.
I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here, a strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of the school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets?
Yes, dark secrets, extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in the school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40.
He turns his head to the left and stares off in the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that's a full 20%. One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream, but no! What I'm about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
Okay, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist. Okay. Okay. I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if I'm around his phone or not.
Nope. I believe that school is a bad battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they've come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they'll have superiority in
You're losing me, Kenji. You're losing me.
Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of a military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They're so cunning, as expected of women. Soon the day will come when...
Kenji's voice shuts off ominously.
That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and they will kill you, just as they killed me. You'll end up just like me.
Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself from letting it out.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of.
So? You're not supposed to say something like that. Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh, yeah, vast feminist conspiracy.
I'm gonna stop you right there, please. No. No. I lost you way back there somewhere. In fact, I lost you as soon as you started talking about it. So somewhere around feminist infiltration.
That's good shit.
You want to follow? It's cool. I have some crafts and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets?
Literally a conspiracy theorist. Literally.
Huh?
Literally.
He's a resident tinfoil hatter.
Mm-hmm. No puppets.
You don't like puppets? Okay, crafts are still cool though, right?
He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I hadn't pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong.
Something on your mind, dude?
Yeah, you're not normal. Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Exactly! Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset.
Do you mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That is my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? There can't be two last sane men. It would invalidate the whole last part, and that part is kind of important. There could be only one, like in that foreign movie where there could be only one, and in the end there was only one dude left because that was the point.
Okay, I think Kenji's a
Breaking Bad.
Kenji's a little.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Anyway, if you're waiting there, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of the other dark and complex conspiracies as the school rolls. As tangled as... quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal.
I'm gonna go to bed now. It's extremely late. I'm not gonna finish your analogy and get the fuck out of my face, please.
That doesn't sound like an analogy. Whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial's a terrible thing. Later.
Yeah, well, I don't understand it either, so... He claps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly, it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right past through it like a ghost. Yeah, hashtag Potter is mad. I don't... Harry Potter. Don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. It feels like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person's stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere else could be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it does not take the edge off, and the words are left echoing off my empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more at school, and less hospital pretending it's a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I opened one eye, seeing the school books and bottles and pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. And we sleep.
Yep.
This is good so far. This game's really good so far.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
Like, you just,
And just like that, we're almost 3 hours into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I feel very tired this morning, probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, I woke up far earlier than necessary. Also, for stream, sorry if I end up flashing Discord every once in a while. Sometimes, the little, like, thing that says what it is stays on the screen and it's annoying, so I have to, like, open up Discord and then minimize it to get that off the screen.
You gotta clear the notification.
Mm-hmm. After saying hi to Chizune and Misha, I started doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today is going to be heavy. I don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not to decide to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I wouldn't put it past them to try, as I don't have an answer for them if they do, so this instruction is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanaka walks in and takes a seat, but no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her latest. Why is no one acknowledging her? Like, no one's fucking acknowledging her. Why?
You are correct.
It's like angering me that no one's acknowledging her. He does, however. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. I turn my hand so that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing me. This is a smile that says, "We have you now. There's no escape."
He-chan, it looks like we're together again. Yay!
Yay, what fun. Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Is that an option, please? Can I jump? Jumping out the window isn't the best option, Sally. God damn it.
What's wrong, He-chan? Oh, He-chan, have you been thinking about what you said yesterday? You said that you'd think about joining the student council, didn't you? It's okay, He-chan. We were talking about it after you left, and it would be rude to expect you to already have an answer for us this early, right? Right?
I'm so happy you two are able to have a laugh at my expense, and even more pleased to know that you both know how crazy the two of you can be. Now that that's over, Shizune snaps back with the serious mode, stacks today's assignment with the back of her hand in an overly dramatic and important way. When I actually look at the stuff, it's mostly just reading. In fact, there are only 2 problems. I almost want to say something about how her rush to get started seems a bit much, considering it's small amount of work. In fact, Shizune probably knows how little there is and simply doesn't care. I mean, she probably wants to get that done as fast as possible. Yeah, it seems like the workload doesn't matter as much as the fact that there is work. The actual amount is unimportant. She approaches everything with the same level of ambition. Yeah, I feel like she's very ambitious.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Hanako.
What's up?
While I'm reading, I let my eyes wander around the room and catch Hanako trying to handle solving the problems. Looks like she's working alone. Can't remember seeing her working with other people before. Thinking about how shy she is understandable. Hey, that girl over there.
Huh? Who, He-chan?
Her, Hanako, over there. Does she always work alone?
I think so, He-chan. Do you feel sorry for her because she's alone?
Yes I do. Yes? I was just thinking that maybe she could work with us or something.
No, I don't think that would be a good idea, He-chan.
And why not?
She-chan wouldn't get along with her.
Why? Misha shuffles around the question, letting out a laugh that sounds very strange. It's nervous, but starts out lilting? Is that what this is?
Yep.
Lilting? What the fuck does that mean?
It's think about like a dandelion flurry bouncing on the wind. Like
Okay,
it's just very bouncy.
Okay, so it's that kind of like, but stuff that lilting up and down probably doesn't everything she says.
Just because, He-chan.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
Nope.
Makes me wonder what's going on between Hanako and Shizune.
Hi.
By now, Shizune has noticed the conversation, and it makes me realize again how Misha is telling everything she has been saying this whole time.
What, She-Chan? The friend of my enemy is my enemy? That sounds so harsh. I'm not gonna say that.
You said it anyway.
I know He-Chan. It's fine if you overhear.
Of course it is. I wanted the species way of keeping me in fear, since without her I wouldn't be able to understand a thing Shizune is saying, and vice versa. It's also because she probably says things that Shizune doesn't want her to say. Is that also why she sounds at the time? So there's never a conversation Shizune will be left out of? Yes.
Anyway, we should start on the problems now, He-Chan.
Okay, why? Okay, good. We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there's any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All the way downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. What about the meal? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? I think so.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. Again, they're playing off of each other. They have that kind of relationship that they're just kind of like playing off of each other.
Yep.
I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom.
Oh, goody.
She seems to be studying a notes from my previous class. Hi, Hanako. It's an odd sight, everyone else in class is busy themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks, the lunch with little box lunches mixed in and chatting like everyone else, only interrupted by short bursts of eating. And no one is paying attention to Hanako. But when I watch
God,
Hanako...
her route is gonna wreck you. Just hearing how frequently you're regarding her route is gonna destroy
Yeah, her
you.
route is gonna, like, do something to me.
I'm telling you right now, like, point blank, and those of you Illidaries in the chat right now, don't panic, okay? I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But as a personal favor from one friend to another, I will tell you,
Yeah?
I'm going to strongly encourage that you accept my offer to let me torture myself. I want to take you through Hanako's route. I don't want you to do it alone.
Okay, yeah. I will let you take
Her
me
route
through
especially,
Hanako.
because just hearing how frequently you're feeling for her, I don't want you to do it alone.
Yeah, I want you
It
to be
wouldn't
there
be
for
smart.
Hanako's route. I want you to be there, since you've done Hanako's route before.
Yeah, I've got you covered, dude, because, yeah.
But when I watch Hanako, it feels like that. It feels that I'm the only one who can see her. Almost as if she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Is she isolating herself from the rest of the class on her own accord? Yes and yes, I think. I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom rear door. Don't think of it, she hasn't seen a page since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone, but no one's gonna come. I do what I always do when I don't know what to do. Like now. I've already started one of the books I bought yesterday and took it with me to school to fill the empty movements between classes. I found the page that I creased the corner of the marked spot I left yesterday night, and pick up from there.
Fucking asshole dog-earing books. What's wrong with your ass?
And again, we are ignoring Hanako. Misha and Suzune are still arguing heatedly, probably about restaurants still. Of course they are. If I join them, I just get caught up in that, or worse, get grilled if I join the student council. Misha isn't speaking aloud since there's nobody who need to hear what they're talking about. But what if she's doing the side thing to when Shizune doesn't need to understand what's being said, or even more strangely, when Shizune is not around at all? What an odd conflict of habits. I find it hard to focus on the book, and besides, the lunch break beckons me to leave the dullness of the classroom. I do so. Blah blah blah.
That's the cafeteria, sorry.
Misha and Shizune, having come to the conclusion of one kind to another, follow in my wake through the still talking in the anime fashion. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. Ouch. Oh, hi. I don't know who you are,
Hi,
but
Emmy.
hi.
This is Emmy.
This is Emmy. Opening my eyes to see a pair of saucer like green eyes looking up at me. And I know Emmy from, your crying clips. They belong to...
clip.
They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and has now fallen down onto the hallway floor. Oh, she has no lower legs. Huh. She was a PE uniform and a very worried frown. The former strike sense a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. More striking than that, though, was that she doesn't have legs. Or she does, but they're not flesh and bone. Her barely very much flesh and bone thighs and then shins and feet made of some black metallic or plastic-like material. It was disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. The girl winces a little, rubs her nose and numbs up.
Oh man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really. I wasn't looking where I was going. You just came out of nowhere. Sorry.
She was looking really apologetic in her puppy way of looking apologetic. I quickly forget about being angry or anything, unless her puppy's on my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Ouch. Oh god. So
I remember the nurse told him to not get hit.
Yep, and he got hit, so, something's gonna happen. I said that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. Oh no. I try to remind myself, flex to chase the pain away, hold my breath, and attempt to hear my heartbeat. We're gonna have a heart attack. Yeah, It seems normal.
Hey, should I get the nurse?
Yes. The worried, high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stared at her for like I'm dumbfounded until I realized that I probably looked worse off than I really was, doubled on myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. No need, I'm fine. Managing to say a smooth response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. Oh, hey, Shrek, welcome back.
Hey,
Shrek.
bienvenido.
She just knocked the wind out of me big time, but it's nothing more than that. They spent quite a lot of time out there. Well, welcome back, dude.
You sure you're okay? I hit you pretty hard.
That's right. I said it was fine, and nothing's broken. No harm done.
That's good.
I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time. The girl's eyes, whoa.
It automatically forwards. I don't know why it does that. It does that every time.
I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time the girl's eyes widen in horror and whatever she was saying gets interrupted by very horrified. Okay, so something horrified her. Oh, hey! Misha and Shizune. What are you doing out here? I don't have time to look behind me because Shizune is already shoving me aside and stomping off with the girl signing fiercely at her. Oh boy.
Miss Ibarazaki, I saw that. Running in the halls is strictly forbidden.
Misha translates, right on Shizune's tail, but her voice is girlishly playful, not full of the divine fury Shizune's arms movements would seem to call for.
Sorry, I was just going to get some stuff, and I was in kind of a hurry. You've been told this 1,000 times before. Your reckless behavior endangers other students, and even worse, it's explicitly against the school regulations.
Talk about someone that follows the rules a bit too much. My god.
Mm-hmm.
The girl blushed and started to fidget nervously like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute I find myself smiling.
I know that. I just...
Gotta run work back into my soul this day. Ah, right. See you, Sonic.
Make sure that this will not happen again. Although, I'm sure telling you this is futile since it only causes me further headache when you choose to ignore the regulations. Got that, Emmy?
The small girl looks was hanging a response.
Gotta go. Teacher had my head and I promised to help with the printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I gotta change and everything.
Amy seems scared of Misha and Suzune.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Before Misha and Suzune, I can say anything. She's already bolted from where she was a second ago, almost halfway towards the stairwell. Shizune looks like she's about to go nuclear on the spot, so I smile at her in a vain attempt to calm her down.
Are you okay, He-chan? That Ibarazaki girl is always like that, causing trouble to others.
You know, I'm pretty sure Tsujune wouldn't call me He-chan.
Never mind, never mind.
What? Yeah, anyway, okay. Just got the wooden eye on me.
That's great, Jen.
I wouldn't call that great, but I let him slide this one time.
We have to run now. There's an important student council meeting regarding the festival, and we finally decided where to eat. Too bad you can't join, but this lunch meeting, only for council members. We can take you there some other time. Oh, but that'd be like a day, wouldn't it?
I wonder if there's any way to join the student council. Like, with options to join the student council. That'd be interesting. Anyway, the girls leave for downstairs. I didn't manage to fall from the floor all the way before all this commotion struck, literally. I should get going as well. Lunch in the afternoon class passed on eventfully. I read most of the book I had started yesterday and eat some of the mostly inedible offerings of the cafeteria. The class is tiresome. Teacher seems like an okay person, despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. However, the way he teaches is really bizarre. It's as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. When the final bell sounds, I realize that there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. Yeah, if you're new to the video, the chances are it'll be uploaded on my channel. Yep. It's odd. At the hospital, I had 24 hours a day free time, but here, filling the whatever, I don't know.
God damn it.
Everyone else, okay. But here, filling the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. Everyone else leaves and I'm left alone with the teacher. Mutao is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ball pen. Racing his eyes from the papers briefly, he knows his being first as well. Alright, so I'm gonna go for like another hour or so. I'm gonna end at like 3 p.m.
Okay.
So that gives me ample time to get ready to go to In fact, we can just go right to 4 if you want. Go right to 4 p.m.
Run to. Okay, hang on.
4 p.m. EST.
Can I get like 5 to 10 minutes real quick?
Yeah.
Like I'm okay doing that, but if I don't get something into my stomach, it's going to start tearing itself inside out.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right, I'll be back here shortly.
All right, and I'm gonna pause the recording here. Right back to the game.
Let's get it.
What is it, Nakai?
Hold on.
All right.
Lost my controller. There it is. Yes, a proper VN player plays VNs with a controller.
Nice. Yep.
You know why?
Why?
No mouse clicks.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I jumped into him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's nobody else around. Nothing. Thinking about what I do at the school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he's holding and arranges the papers into a stack, clacking it against the desk twice. He seems very methodical, and for a brief moment I reminded Shizune, but the teacher's more unhurried and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans? No, I consider joining a club, but don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting with someone else's club. Might pique your interest. I guess. But I don't know how to continue from there. Mutao looks at me in a way that makes me quickly want to take the words back to avoid a conversation. Hello? Oh god. Hello?
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 Batman. There you
Yo?
are. Welcome back.
Did it just drop for like a second? Hello? Oh no.
Eddie!
What?
There you are. Welcome back.
Let me just try. Hello? Oh no. Are dear God.
That's a wonderful idea.
Computer, please. Yo! Happy birthday. Thank you for the, follow, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Hello? Computer? Hello?
If chat can hear me, F and chat. Are you, bruh?
Hello? Oh, whoa.
What did you do?
Whoa, I don't know what just happened.
Okay.
My computer just like freaked out for a bit. Okay. Hello? What was happening? Hello? Computer? Hello? Lily?
I swear to God, your computer fuck.
Hello?
It's rough.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Alright.
What the fuck is happening?
Hey, hey, I hear you. I hear you.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what's
It's
happening.
like every time I minimize Discord, I lose you.
That's weird. I have never heard of that before.
Like, if I minimize it again, I'm going to lose you. Like, watch. I'm gonna talk to you, and well, I'm gonna minimize myself, and now I'm gone. And I'm gonna come back and... Hello?
Damn.